Hello, all of you rolling beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Lost in Chaos Scar, Squirrel's Adventures, What If Number 10, A Paper Trail. This is a series exploring what if we had gone a different route with Squirrel's Adventures, and kind of just going through relatively non-canon scenarios with all of this. This is using our custom SCAR system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. But we're going to go ahead and get started, as we usually do, with introductions, beginning with our storyteller, Enja.
Hello and good day. I am your storyteller for this evening, Enja Lumerias. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that will be unfolding for you today. But for now, I shall pass it over to Aquarelle.
Alright, hello y'all. I'm IDDoThings, or Ido if you prefer, and I play Aquarelle, the water dark type human Samurott, and the grumpy one of the party. On to Elva.
Hello there, everybody. I'm Raharu, and I'll be playing Elvaroda, or Elva for short, the water ground-topped quagsire and bookworm of the party. On to you, Gimund.
Hi, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Pyroclast, the sometimes dark, sometimes ghost, fire Charmeleon. He is currently ghost fire, and something awaits him when he wakes up from his food coma. On to the squirrel.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Squirrel, the dragon-fighting type Riolu, and embodiment of ADHD. Go ahead, Verdant.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonera. I'm going to be playing Verdant, the fire psychic type Charizard, who is, hi, I'm dad. I'm just half the party's dad.
And now we'll turn it over to the recap. Go for it. Who did it last week?
I did it last week.
Go ahead, Elva.
Okay. Let me see. If I remember correctly, last week we had if we had Burden and Elba ended up having that chat with Bex about Burden being Bex's biological father, and Bex seemed to kind of half understand, half not understand the whole thing. It ended up being less emotional than we ended up thinking that it was going to be, but well, it ended up happening, and now that truth is revealed. We also had a bit of we went to a restaurant to have food because we were hungry at the beginning of the day. Oh yeah, and well, before all that happened, before we went to the breakfast, you were also having a bit of a training session with Burden, like you guys do every morning. Then we went to breakfast, and Lab, Bex, Burden, and Pyroclast ended up going into a food eating contest that, of course, Burden ended up winning, but the one that ended up coming in second place was Lab. And funnily enough, Pyroclast and Bex were neck to neck. And we also, one of the most important things that occurred during that whole thing was that we ended up seeing something very interesting happen to Noah. He was kind of like seemed to be reverting back to the way that he used to look like back when Shia found him, and before he was taken away by the queen and her guards. We also found a bit more about the whole story, and she ended up like really fighting her way through, trying to say no from the people that were trying to kidnap him, but she wasn't able to succeed, and they ended up leaving quite a scar behind her fur. We had a chat with Noah about the things that he remembered from that point, and I'm a bit fuzzy on the details in that regard. If anyone wants to help me with that.
Well, all in all, once upon a time, she had found Noah. Noah was not doing very well, and eventually she found a way to feed him. Then she kept him for an undetermined or a yet to be determined amount of time, and then Victoria came along and decided, "Give me that." And she has said no to Victoria's platoon of guards, and it escalated until she had gained a very large wound. Following this, Noah had two options:
Either go on a
rampage,
rampage or
surrender
capitulate.
peacefully.
Yeah, and he ended up trying.
He opted for the latter, but that might have been when his little division started.
Yeah, that's our speculation at the moment.
Mm.
After he gave us that story, Noah ended up reverting back to his half and half state. So I guess he's not ready to remember everything, but I guess he's getting there. And well, I recounted things out of order, but I think that was pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I forgot that Verdant promised to go back to the tavern and give everybody a show.
All right. A show in food eating.
Yeah, because apparently this town is amused by the most benign things.
I mean, to be fair, the town is hidden. The town is hidden all throughout the year. Of course, they find the slightly exciting, very exciting.
And there was also Verdant gave Edge vodka.
All right, that too. And Elva wants to have a tag with and Elva wants to have a little private talk with Lap. After fighting, quite a few things have been building up that he just needs to speak with him.
Lap is in trouble.
Yeah, feel free to start the scene wherever, Enja.
Enja.
Oh my. All right.
Gimund underscore tipped $10. Tradition will
Oh.
persist.
Oh, right.
Thank you so much for that tip, Gimund and Raijin. Well, that's the tip goal fully completed.
A generous
It's for me. My.
We
I-
tipped $20. Oh, well, happy birthday again.
Thank you. I will say, past that $25 mark, unfortunately, I will be taking out PayPal fees and the loan thing that I've got going on. I was going to cover the up to the 25, but just be aware of that, guys.
Drunk underscore dragon underscore era tipped $10.
That's fair.
I forgot tradition.
Oh my.
How could I forget tradition?
That's
Thank you, Era.
all right then. Sure. All right. No hard feelings on that one. I know you're doing things.
Yeah,
They
I
know
was going to
better.
cover the amount and give you the full 25, but past that, I can't quite do that because there's a lot being taken out of tips right now, but I still appreciate it.
Fair enough. Pay off your loans. Don't be fighting to give the bank money.
Well, they just take a percentage off the top.
Aha. See.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose now that it's been like this, who is doing what?
I believe Lap was about to get in trouble. Pyroclast is asleep, is going to get in trouble with a certain sword, unless the sword gets completely drunk. Squirrel's outside exercising while we have serious conversation. I don't know what Aquarelle was up to.
Yes.
Aquarelle was
And
outside.
Noah is back to normal, but he is going to ask one question before he fully disengages. Do you hate them? And he's asking this of Shia. To which Shia will say, no. Maybe once, but not anymore.
What did Noah ask? Do you hate them?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm guessing he's talking about the people that kidnap him.
Yes. Very probably.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, considering the wound, I don't think anyone
Yeah.
would have blamed her saying yes. 'Cause
Yeah.
Which Noah considers and then just says, maybe being too nice is a bad thing sometimes, though. There are reasons that I forgive them. Ear perk, but he's not sure if he wants to engage with that.
He's not saying this in front of us or just in front of Shia.
Oh, I imagine he was doing it in front of the people who were still there.
Fair.
I believe if Shia was in the kitchen listening into Elva and Verdon's chat with Vex.
Yeah.
So chances are you guys hear that. Aquarelle is outside with Squirrel.
Everybody's tilting his head at the conversation there. He's not entirely sure if he should say something or not.
I forget, was Lap there?
He should be, yes.
And Vex?
Yeah.
Alright. I forgot if Vex commented on the scar.
Lap did, but
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Lab did, but I don't think Vex did.
Alright.
Yeah,
Vex might be wondering, oh, so that's how they get the baby out.
Eva blinks. Vex? Elba looks down at Vex and he just shakes his head. Wrong. No. That's
What?
not how it, no, that's not how it is.
What do you mean, though?
What? How did you even connect those dots, Vex?
I don't know. Lux tells me lots of stories, so one of them has to be right.
Vex is just digging Hep's grave even deeper.
Verdus is gonna look at Elva, pick up Vex, and give him the "I'm gonna leave this to you now," and then walk away with Vex.
Wait, no!
If Elva had teeth, he will probably be grinding them at the moment.
I mean, if nothing else, she just chuckles like, "Oh my, that is well." I mean, if it were done by a doctor, it might not have been so.
Elva shakes
boring.
his head. Don't, please, don't continue this train of thought. This is too much.
Oh, okay, I shall not engage.
Elva is scanning the area right now. And he's patting the top of his head to see if Lap is still there.
He is still present. He has not run away from his crimes yet.
Key phrase: yet.
Lap, I need you to get up from my head and look at me in the face and look at me in the face right now. We need to talk.
Oh, but alright. Slow leaning over. Hey.
Elba shakes his head. No, actually get down and stand up.
You'll throttle me.
Say that again.
You'll throttle me, though.
I'm not going to throttle you. Why would I do that?
Oh. Survival instincts.
Elba just smiles.
Oh god, it's even worse.
Menacing quag.
Is this going to build a character?
Elba shakes his head. No, I just want to have a bit of a chat with you, and I just want to just look at your face. Come on.
You would be less menacing with a weapon in your hand. You
I know. So I do want
Please
to.
don't say you just want to talk.
Okay, then I want to chastise you.
Okay. Now I believe you.
If Lap isn't gonna get up by himself, Elba is actually gonna pick him up and put him down.
He is hoisted in place on the ground.
Elba is looking down at the Lap and just looking at him straight in the face and just going to ask him, okay, I really need to ask you something. I understand you are quite a jokester. I don't mind that side of you. But why are you filling Bex's head with so much nonsense?
It's called imagination.
Imagination is one thing, misinformation is another, you know. Especially because you know Bex is the kind of boy that's going to believe you.
That's why it's fun, though.
Is it really fun that fun to make a 4-year-old make a fool of a 4-year-old?
Yes.
Are you really that desperate for something fun, Lap?
It's not desperation. I'm giving him life experiences.
Elba's eyes twitch. What in the world do you mean by life experiences?
If he has horrible, embarrassing memories and persists regardless, I bet he'll have lots of confidence later.
So
Elvis,
did Verdant feel that?
wait, what you said there?
So did Verdant feel that?
Maybe.
Elvis just looks to the side for a moment. I as if he's wanting to make sure that nobody's there before he goes back to looking at Lap and suddenly Lap feels like he can't move anymore.
Oh no, I should have listened to my survival instincts.
Elba's going to pick up Lap. Listen, Lap. I don't dislike your jokester side, but at the same time, I can't have you just feeling Beck's head with nonsense like that. Because if you keep doing that, eventually some of that info is going to get him in trouble. He might get him actually hurt, and if that actually happened, I will actually strangle you.
So you admit it?
Yes.
Fuck.
Because you ended up because you have been jeopardizing one of our teammates, and I cannot have you do that. And listen, if I am the mom, then that means that you're the big brother. You're not supposed to do that to your little brother that badly.
What are you talking about? It is my sole responsibility as a brother to harass him at every opportunity.
About Blinks. Harass him at every opportunity?
That's a family thing. No one's your enemy like family.
Is Noah still there?
Noah is extremely confused.
I'm secret.
Elba just suddenly looks kind of dour for a moment. Is this what you actually learned from your family?
No, what are you talking about? That's crazy. I have never had one of those. I just know because I know things.
Lap, you have told me about your family before. Don't try to deny it to me.
I have never seen this Quagsire before. No, officer. I've never been a part of the rescue team before. What are you talking about?
Elba just gives a sigh and he proceeds to give Lab a big bear hug. It is both comforting but also very tight. Listen, you and Bex are pretty much my responsibility, and as the elder teammate to Bex, he's technically your responsibility as well. I don't want him getting so much. I don't want him getting so confused that he ends up getting hurt. So please, don't. Just knock it down a notch.
Oh, okay. But now if you were to finish the bit correctly, you'd change from good cop to bad cop at the end by saying, "Or else I'll break your spine."
or else I'll break I'll break your spine and sever your head.
You are unsettlingly good at this.
Elba gives a flipper up.
You were very hard to predict, I guess.
My passive is unaware for a reason.
No, your passive is oblivious.
Elba sticks out his tongue.
How dare you make me get me? I'm me. No.
I know you are. That's why I like you both. That's why I like you both, you and Bex. But I have to be firm sometimes. After all, I'm the leader of this team.
All right. Well, I guess I better go. I guess I better go tell him that every holiday is actually a lie.
Why would you say that?
Because it is factually incorrect in the manners that I have explained them.
Okay. But are you actually going to give him the correct information?
Maybe. I'll flip a coin.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there with you while you do this, if you don't mind.
Maybe I'll flip a weighted coin.
I'll just be there with you. I'll just be there with you until I'm sure you'll actually behave. Or until Bex learns not to believe everything you say to him.
It was gonna be 50-50 odds instead of the 90-10.
Come on.
It was a big improvement for me. Let me have this.
Nope. Sorry.
Fuck.
I mean, you're the one that designated me as the mom. I'm going to have to do mom things now.
You're sabotaging my character arc, Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Elba's gonna put the lap back on top of his head and just go back to where and just go look for Burden and Bex.
Vernon went out front because he wants to spend time with at least 2/3 of his children, which means Vex and Squirrel, since I believe the other one is inside.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Shia.
Just like wondering, do I ask? Do I ask why she doesn't hate them, or do I just assume that she is too nice?
I mean, Elba is curious, but he doesn't feel like this is his place to ask that question at the moment.
If Verdant were to ask, he would do it after the children are in bed.
Yeah.
Noah will not ask and just continue to. Will just resume his walk that seemed like it had just stopped mid-step, as if he'd never stopped at all to heavily consider inquiring more. Ergo, he's just gonna put a pin in that one. All right, thank you.
Probably for the best.
He'll unpack that one later.
And that one goes into the vault.
And there goes the key to a different vault that shall never be opened because I've eaten the second key.
I like
Also
that.
for the
to be a
best.
knife. I need Huspel.
But okay, yeah. Elba's taking lap towards where Burden and Bex are.
Squirrel, I'm sorry for interrupting whatever you were doing.
Well, backing up time a bit, then, when you guys were starting to have that little conversation, or not so little, Squirrel would have been outside, and Aquarelle, you said you were there with him, right?
Correct.
Alright. Squirrel would have asked Aquarelle to help him learn how to wield his weapons.
Sure, Aquarelle would have helped with that. So out of curiosity, is Aquarelle still, or it's still with Sia? Or is it still working on the carbon steel?
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything all right there?
It launched itself off a plate and failed to climb onto the top of a dresser before falling ass over tea kettle.
I see.
I don't know why it stood on a plate and decided I'm going to jump off here now, sending a fork halfway across the room while it was doing that, mind you.
Because it's a cat?
This is a sufficient answer.
Yeah.
I was about to say, considering that earlier on my cat tried to jump into my lap by jumping directly into the desk. I
Fair
believe it.
A cat will be a cat. Where the hell did that fork go?
Plastic or silverware?
Silverware.
Oh, yeah, probably should find it.
It's somewhere. It's shit.
Now Squirrel can practice some of his aura sense to try and find the silverware.
I am sensing that it is somewhere within the room. Wait, no. It just clipped through the floor.
Damn. I'll find it later. Oh.
Just find it.
No. System restore finished.
Oh, hey.
System restore did not complete successfully. Your computer's system's files and settings were not changed. Reason: restore point failed while deleting the following directory. An unspecified error occurred during system restore.
Well,
Fuck. Did system restore fuck up?
Yes, that's all that means. It means that it tried to delete a file and couldn't, so it stopped.
wow.
I glare motherfuckingly. If I go and find that thing and delete it myself, will it do it?
Do you want the honest answer or do you want the nice answer that we tell customers?
Please tell me honestly.
Maybe.
Okay. But do it anyway, because I really would like internet back on my fucking desktop.
Bloody Hamachi.
I like the way that Taldarius put it earlier.
Fucking Hamachi.
What did Eldarius say?
Here, let me pull it up word for word. I still have Hamachi on my computer for one specific thing. I empathize and encourage it to be used as a curse word for all the grief it has given me over the years.
Understandable.
I see.
I would give the technical explanation exactly what Enja's going through, but I don't think anybody cares or wants to hear it, and those that would understand it would probably just be angered by it. So,
I guess while we're waiting, Aquarelle could just attempt to wield one of Squirrel's weapons, and if anything, just to get a feel for it. If Squirrel lets him, of course.
So you do not have your own sword thing?
I'm not sure yet. I think she was doing the carbon steel for it, but I don't know if Aquarelle actually had to hand them off to her. Did he have to? Did you?
Pardon?
Shia was doing the carbon steel for it, or his swords, but did he actually have to hand them off to her?
Ah,
I didn't
yes, probably. She was giving them a nice coating.
Okay, then he probably doesn't have them. It's fine. Aquarelle could just use a makeshift weapon.
No, Squirrel will let him
Realistic.
use one of his weapons. You want the hammer or the mattock?
He'll probably take the Matic.
Actually, that makes me wonder. Aquarelle uses weapons of steel, right?
Hmm?
Aquarelle uses weapons of steel, right? Or metal, right?
His shell blades, primarily shell, but a little bit of metal, I assume.
Ah, okay. No, I was wondering if you were using your natural shell blades, or if you were using outside weaponry. Okay, fair enough.
No, he was using his natural shell blades.
Thumbs up.
Okay, well, Aquarelle will take the Matic. I can give it an experimental swing a few times. Okay, kid, what it's you trying to learn to do with this?
Repeat what you said? Or asked?
Aquarelle said to Squirrel, "All right, kid, what do you plan to do with this, or how do you intend?"
Thank you for the follow, Zeno Zalazar. Or Salazar. Basically, well, that one I was kind of thinking would be good for trying to grapple with them a bit and, you know, like pull them into positions that I want them in. At least with the back side of it. Of course, I can always chop them into bits with the axe part.
Interesting. Nice that you have some concept of the strategy of how you want to use these. Aquarelle will move towards have Squirrel follow him towards a tree or something. Perhaps preferably near a log or something that's more cut or dislodged.
Squirrel will follow and be eagerly watching for where to start.
Usually, my first go-to is to slice these things, and so, let's start with that. Aquarelle will just give the Matic an experimental swing, in once or twice just to make sure he's got the right feel for it. Do I need to roll anything?
Sure. These are sized for Squirrel after all, but they're not probably too difficult. They're just quite short.
Actually, they are relatively big for Squirrel.
Oh, are they? Never mind then.
He made them a bit oversized for himself.
Future-proof.
He kind of purposely made them a bit big because he was basing it off of his own ability to lift them and such with ease. So for him, it's probably easy, and for Aquarelle, it's probably easy, but for, like, I would imagine, like, Pyroclast, who isn't that much bigger than Squirrel, it would be very difficult for Pyro to wield these. I'm kind of going the whole fighting type extra strength route. And on the flip side, it also future-proofs it for when he evolves.
Yeah, that's what I figured as well.
Alright, checks out.
But Squirrel doesn't understand the whole idea of, you know.
Well, that's a 3.
Alright. Few experimental swings. Very different from your usual blade, but the balance isn't bad.
Yeah, Aquarelle will probably just adjust as his position as necessary. Try to probably a shift from his usual 4-leg. It stands to 2 legs. It's just to make sure he's wheeling it properly. And probably to give Squirrel probably a much easier template to follow.
Yes, teach the 2-legged one how to fight as a 4-legged.
Well, after slicing it, he's going to try doing what Squirrel mentioned with the other side of the Matic.
I mean, I believe Aquarelle can stand on 2 legs. Samuroids can do that.
Yeah, he can.
Well, that's what the joke was about.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
So you said you were going. Alcar was going to switch it from the axe head to the other side. How do you intend to have it grapple then?
Well, it's kind of curved there and could go around their back, and I put in the points there to kind of let it dig in on the behind them and get a decent grip, I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a standard Matic, except that the groundbreaking side is more like a more like a hammer's the claw side of a claw hammer, except points instead of the flat. If you haven't seen the art.
I'm looking at it right now for reference. Okay, Aquarelle will give it a go. On the tree or log up. I wondered, should this be performer like still using his melee? Since he is trying to technically show Squirrel. Did my question get through?
Yes, and I was kind of waiting for Enja to answer it. What he wants you to do?
I see. All right. Let's see. Would this be an academics check? It feels more physical than that.
Well, for Squirrel's side of things, yes, it would probably have at least some academics to it. But for Aquarelle's side, for teaching, I mean, I could see this being a double thing where we use 2 skills.
I can see that.
Clash or melee, as it used to be called, and academics.
Okay, let me double check that though.
So,
Obviously, Clash is higher, but he does have a dot in academics.
so clash then.
I'd say just roll both, so, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna willpower that.
Oh no. During the demonstration, Squirrel now has 1 ear. Oops! The weapons are dangerous, kids.
Okay, gonna solve one of the ones here, hopefully. Okay. Okay, that's a 4.
Well, before you re-rolled, it seems that Squirrel's skull is harder than his weapons.
Yeah,
Not
the
that it
steel
was any
typing's already coming in. Nothing like that preemptive steel typing, eh, Squirrel?
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Thankfully, Aquarelle caught himself and turned it into a fade.
Excellent.
That was always the plan, definitely. Faint, a dark type move, suitable for Aquarelle. Squirrel learned distrust.
Well, technically has these weapons and tasted Squirrel's blood yet, according to his rule.
Actually, no, they have not. He needs to go through that.
Okay. I'll make it canon that Aquarelle does stumble a bit, more or less, because he's not sure how to use this weapon and just yet. But he does catch himself just in time. As he's gonna try his best to more or less do what Squirrel intended for it to do. I don't have the 2 claws rake into the wood and drag it.
So, Squirrel, how are you taking the lessons?
He is watching very closely. Trying to learn everything he can from it. This is something he very much wants. He very much wants to learn this. But I suppose I should probably roll for figuring that out. He has nothing in academics. But that's okay, right? Apparently the dice say yes.
Nice.
It'd be nice to just roll in the air with Aquarelle.
Oh my god. Squirrel is unusually focused today.
I mean, it is a hyperfixing.
Yes.
So that would be 10 for how well he's studying what Aquarelle's teaching him.
Yeah, I reckon he's just taking note of Aquarelle's posture, his stance, and more or less how he shifts his weight to let his move weapon and.
Is he getting it, Enja?
Yes. Yes, he is. To the point where you might be able to see where Aquarelle could use some improvements, or like where he's very obviously attempting a maneuver that does not work with that weapon.
Are you sure that's how that should be done?
Aquarelle will turn around and look at Squirrel, then he'll give a light shrug. Not my usual go-to for weapons, but I'm always down to experiment.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. He is, looking uneasy about this now.
Want to give this a shot yourself now? Oh, how did you?
Yes, please. He is fervently taking his weapon back. If anybody's going to break it, it's going to be him.
Well, better it than and actually him.
So now I guess Squirrel's going to be attempting to practice with it.
Yes.
Come on, dice, be good to me.
Good dice.
Two. They're being somewhat nice.
I'm gonna willpower that one. Or one of the one. Or soul one of the ones. I can speak, I swear. Dang it. Well, turned into a 7 at least.
Nice.
Aquarelle will watch this and nod. Good. I'm taking he's using the other half.
He's going to be using both of them together. Using the other side of the mattock to grab onto the wood and then bringing the axe down with, his other hand.
Yeah, Aquarelle will nod. Looks like you got a good feel for it when you were using them in the dungeon. Pretty good. It worked so far.
Yes.
Yeah, but I still wanted to get more practice and was kind of hoping you could help me figure out more stuff to do with it.
It'd be easier for me if I had my own weapons currently, but they're still getting worked on. But I know there's at least something I can do. No? Aquarelle's just going to stand on two legs and get into a defensive stance. Well, you gonna try putting in more action?
You want me to try and hit you?
Yes. Aquarelle's giving him a ice smirk.
Squirrel is going to be glancing back at his tail axe. He does not seem thrilled about this idea.
You don't have to worry about hurting me, kid. I'm asking for it.
Yeah, I guess you are.
I'll let you know if I'm at my limit.
All right.
As Aquarelle will then and bang the ends of his forelegs briefly, okay, and his armor will give a light glow. No, he'll suffer a -1 to his evasion, both physical and special, but he'll have a +1 to his integrity.
Well, I suppose Squirrel is gonna go for it then.
Hey, fighting!
Right, I never gave them a bonus to accuracy. He hadn't had actual training with them yet, so I didn't spend any XP on it. And you know, that feels proper. When he's actually using it on Aquarelle, he gets only a 2.
Aquarelle's physical evasion is 4 right now.
He is very nervous about using it on somebody else. Trauma.
Aquarelle will sidestep it.
What if you get sent to another continent and find Noah too?
What?
I don't know. What if you go off on another adventure and find the sequel to Noah?
Oh God. Hell 2.0. Oh wait,
Noah
no.
2.
No. Noah 2 is going to be heaven after Sigmund blows that up.
Noah 2, Electric Boogaloo.
They're already a Sylveon and they're a massive bitch.
When Squirrel misses the first attack, Aquarelle will just as moved to the side and gave Squirrel a serious as look. Come on, kid, don't hesitate.
But you're a friend.
I know, no, and as your friend, I want to see you get better with these.
All right.
I am going like easy on you myself here. I don't have my weapons here, or do I?
All right, I'll try. Oh, that's got a bit more oomph. 6.
You get past this evasion.
Now, are you wanting me to actually roll for damage here?
If did you want since?
Lot of damage.
Swing. Swing.
All right.
Of course.
Oofda.
That would be 7 damage.
Okay.
Thankfully, he's got a lot of integrity.
Yes. As Aquarelle took chip damage there. As you just dig into his armor a bit, he'll emit a low grunt. But
Sorry.
he'll still nod. Again, kid, I'm just giving you some practice. Don't apologize, as only if I say, "Yeah, I'm at my limit."
All right.
Aquarelle will actually pause a bit after this, and look at him. Is something really bothering you about this?
He looks back at his tail axe again. I kinda hurt my friend before I came to this land? This place?
Aquarelle will cock his head to the side. Intentionally or accidentally?
He looks down. He wouldn't let me leave.
Oh. Aquarelle slowly downs Aquarelle. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Likely-
you were told about this.
Yeah, is the trauma from the for that whole situation.
Aquarelle will sigh, then he'll approach Squirrel. And kind of just sit next to him. Mutter to himself briefly, "I am not good at this."
Yes, let's get emotional support from the dark type.
Okay, let's channel as much water energy as he can.
Now, here's the thing. Since dark types do have such an inherent disadvantage, they actually have to be very sensitive to emotional behaviors and very keenly aware of those around them. So, funny thing, dark types can actually be strikingly empathetic.
You know, fair. I can accept that explanation.
So how many points in empathy did you put in there?
I said can be.
Does not mean it applies to this one, but
I was more or less saving it for a story moment, so right now it's 0.
Did you need some help there, Aquarelle?
This is happening while you guys are having the chat with Vex X, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
At
is
some point, we're going
yeah. Time's been rewound a bit to, or rather, side. I am really bad with explaining what I'm trying to explain today. I don't know why, but
This is happening. This is happening before the Vex talk. I understand.
during the Vex talk.
during the backstop.
During the Vex talk. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
At some point in time,
Alongside
Verdant's
it.
going to come outside and scoop Squirrel up for no apparent reason and interrupt everything, but that's still a bit of ways. So have fun
Yeah.
being parental mode there, Aquarelle.
Right. Now I remember. You're not comfortable, harming anyone and you'd consider a friend. You do realize I'm tougher than I look, right? Okro just bangs his armor right there again.
He nods. But it can still hurt you. It might be tough, but it's still... I mean, there's probably some of your blood on the axe right now, because even though it was only chip damage, it's still damage. So he's just going to gesture to that.
Again, I asked for it. Then Alcavel's actually going to adjust some of his armor just to the side and reveal a few more scars as he's gotten in the past. I can take it. You don't need to worry too much about me. But I guess that's not really the issue at hand here. You haven't really taken some time to come to terms with that whole incident that led to you coming here, have you?
He shrugs a bit, then shakes his head. Also, side note, I got a notice from Humble Bundle that I needed to go redeem some of my Humble Choice things. Because I'm still on their grandfathered plan where I get everything, and so I've been keeping that up. And, well, there was one game from earlier this year that I got access to that Rex is going to love.
Oh, which game is that?
Callisto Protocol.
Oh no.
I'm unfamiliar. What?
So,
Hey. Rex actually despises Callisto Protocol.
yep. I'm sending this to him right now.
Oh no.
Actually, I'll wait until he's on voice with me again. Well, no, I'll probably forget at that point, so I'll just send it to him right now. And I'll let you guys know his response.
Okay. I honestly don't want to know.
I just sent him the screenshot and said, "Look what I got!" But yeah, it's busy work that I'm just a bunch of clicking, a bunch of waiting, so I'm just doing that on the side here.
Oh,
Thumbs
good.
up.
One for Pyro on what? At Gimund.
Right. So yeah, you had said Squirrel shook his head to having actually processed all that.
Alcavel will scratch at his helmet and just think for a second. Then he'll just click his tongue and mutter, air to himself again. Man, I am really bad at this.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. Literally, this is a me thing. Hang more rather than a you thing, kid. All right then. And if you're not ready to do any A sparring, then I suppose we can and just focus with dummies for the time being.
I mean, maybe if I were, actually, you had your actual weapons, like, I might be able to do it then, but...
I suppose that is fair.
Just swinging at you, I don't like that.
Oh, that is fair. Oh, well, what do you reckon we'd rather do then? I'm not quite sure. I guess I'd have to check with Shia later to see how that's coming along. But anything you else wanting to try in the meantime?
Well, I guess I could try with dummies. You could give me pointers with that.
Okay. And Aquarelle's going to pause and he's going to mutter, I might need to borrow one of your axes.
He looks worried after how you wielded it before. He's gonna hand you the hammer because he thinks it's more sturdy than the matic. Or the hammer axe.
Okay. Aquarelle was just going to use it to try and chop up more wood to set up for her squirrel.
Well, yeah, but you didn't say that. You just asked for it, so he's giving you the hammer axe.
So how does Squirrel react to him just doing that?
He breathes a sigh of relief. He did design the axes to be used for chopping wood in mind. He wanted them to be practical as well as weapons.
Well, I reckon it burns his head a little bit than seeing the other intention and was being accomplished. Anyway, from there, Aquarelle will just set up some dummies for Squirrel to work with.
Well, then I suppose Squirrel is probably practicing on the dummies while up until Vernon comes out. Probably getting tips from Aquarelle.
Yeah.
Poor Squirrel, interrupted in the middle of his training session, just kind of picked up.
Hey, what? Huh? What's going on?
Shrugs, smiles,
Did I do something wrong?
shakes head no.
I imagine Bex is also very confused.
Zard is not very good at communicating that he is showing some sign of affection.
Well, Aquarelle cannot help with that. He's not good with affection either. Though he probably has noticed that it stopped raining around Verdant, and for some reason.
For now.
Hey, what's going on over here?
Just giving Squirrel some pointers on his weapons. Don't really have mine at the moment, so I can't really give him a more thorough performance, but figured I'd at least give him some for practice.
There's some bloodly do on that. There's some bloodly.
Burden writes out, did I interrupt? Should I put you down, Squirrel?
No, I guess that's okay. I was just doing some training. As he's got both his weapons in his hands, and there's probably splinters everywhere.
Burden will write out, do you want to beat me up?
Aquarelle
No.
will shake his head, and then he'll just make a so gesture with her.
Why would I want to beat you up?
Because I'm big and easy to hit.
No. Fervent head shakes.
And I have
Aquarelle
really good armor.
Aquarelle will walk up to the Verdant and tap him on one of his wings.
Head tilt.
He's not comfortable with it at all.
Has nobody showed him how to pull his hits yet?
That would have been ideal. Oh. Aquarelle. Probably not familiar how to do that either.
Vernon writes out, how do I know how to do this and you don't?
Does Aquarelle look like someone who would pull his hits often?
Vernon writes out, but
If
I'm
ever.
supposed to be the stupid one here. Vernon will write out for Squirrel. Would it help if I taught you how to not hurt people, yet hit them?
Not.
This hamlet shall not fall.
Rick's Strider raided my stream with 12 viewers.
Oh, perfect, Rex. Come join voice real quick.
What's the good boy?
Oh no.
Just come join voice real fast, Rex. Before you check what I sent you on Discord. Sorry, slight interruption. Come on, real fast. So there you go.
All right. Usually I wind down after a stream, but all right, sure. What's up?
Okay, now go
Alright.
check what I sent you in Discord.
Oh boy. Okay.
I got a new game.
Humble choice. What did you? No!
Wow, he discoded everything. He just ran.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god, same you gremlin.
Wow.
I didn't.
You knew, right? You knew.
Wow, he called you Magda.
Oh no.
Hey, Rex.
That is
I
He
do
made
not
that
decide what is in those packs. And I'm on a grandfathered plan, so I get everything in the bundle. I knew his response would be so worth it, though, when I saw that.
How can one person hate a game that much?
I don't know. I'm probably gonna hate Dokapon Kingdom, but look which way we're heading right now.
Well, oh, right. I mean, you will not have much to worry about from me, since I have decidedly a plan that will leave you out of the game for quite the while unless I get explicit assistance.
If we're playing it, we're gonna play it to win, and it's gonna be a terrible experience for everyone. So where were we before Zim decided to torture?
You were asking if anybody's taught Squirrel how to hold his punches and not hurt somebody and stuff.
Oh, this is really funny because Verdun has no idea how to do it with weapons. He only knows how to do it with moves.
Ah.
So this is probably going to end badly.
Probably. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
I could probably survive a crit from you, so not mad. Not much, honestly. I hear a Rex.
Yeah, he's back in the back of the apartment.
Did we have any other important scenes we had to take care of tonight?
The drunk edge.
All right, there's Drunk Edge. At some point, Verdun's going to go back to the thing, but I think she has got to finish weapons first. And I'm probably going to go back to the tavern later in the afternoon or evening, where I will get into all the trouble. We also got to decide what we're going to do next in character, because we're kind of in a weird zone, aren't we?
Yeah.
Considering technically we're not in the safest of places either.
Quick out of character mention, but I clipped the thing.
Oh, you clipped his response.
Yeah. I apologize to him later, but that was too good not to do it.
You know I don't have choice on that.
Grumpy Rex.
He is very grumpy.
Go hug the Rex.
Hey Rex, hugs.
Raharu is sending hugs.
Hug the Rex.
Yes. So anyways, back to the game. Yeah. I don't know about important scenes, but at the least, no, Squirrel can learn how to do the hold punches thing, or at least attempt to.
We are the two worst people to learn this from, but I guess we both could roll, huh?
Yes.
And you said this was in academics, or what were you making people roll?
Aquarelle was using Flash when he was doing the weapon demonstration, but I don't know what you'd have to roll just to take a hit.
Oh,
Me?
just
I would
taking
probably...
Or just as showing Squirrel not to attack without pulling punches. Attacking without harm, I guess, is the demonstration, I guess.
I was rolling academics and clash. Though Squirrel doesn't have any dots in academics, but it was still combined roll.
Actually, I might borrow you, Aquarelle. Why don't I try to walk you through doing it since I don't have any weapons training? And I'll roll an integrity to go ahead and brace myself versus damage. Does that work?
I guess.
Yeah.
Though Aquarelle would have to borrow her weapon from Squirrel.
Squirrel will worriedly hand it over.
Yeah, it's the hammer or the
The hammer. He is
Okay.
not trusting Aquarelle with the Matic again.
Does that work for you as well, Enja? We still got an Enja.
Enja? Are you still looking for that fork?
Oh no, I did find it. It was piercing a plastic bag.
Oh.
It would launch with force.
I sees.
Yes, quite. But yes, Squirrel is rolling academics and clash.
All right, we're good to do the combo roll thing that me and Aquarelle were gonna do to try and teach him how to hold punches.
Yes, do.
So,
Okay.
does Aquarelle have to
Teach
do any special
Squirrel
roll
how to- Oh no, that's that quote. Oh Noah. But yes, you may indeed teach Squirrel how to, mayhaps, non-lethal with a weapon.
Okay, does Aquarelle need to make any special roll adjustment to his roll?
A normal roll is fine.
Okay.
What a that is a very terrible roll I made.
It's well.
At least mine's only an integrity roll.
Okay, last bit of soul. I'll just don't want to, and I traumatized Squirrel by messing around with both of his weapons so far. That is 6.
I don't think we're doing the best job so far.
Yeah, two worse people for this.
If only Elbow was there, at least he could give you guys academics.
And Pyroclast could actually pull punches.
Look, we're trying to be responsible adults, even though we've never been responsible adults. Give us some leeway. Who knows? Squirrel might learn from our mistakes.
Look, Aquarelle has to unlearn how to be a cold-blooded killer. He's still, like a decade into unlearning that.
And Bex is just observing and probably not getting whatever they're trying to tell Squirrel.
I know Squirrel has to roll that academics and hopefully not roll bad.
Well, the dice seem to be on my side today.
Good,
Despite
it's not
having
on
terrible
ours.
teachers.
You're learning what not to do the best way possible by seeing exactly what you should not do.
Well, Squirrel got a 7 for trying to study it.
I think he's at least getting some ideas.
I feel bad for whatever adult walks out here next and sees this madness.
The only other adults are Elva and Shia.
Look, whichever one walks out.
I mean, Elba was walking out after his talk with Lap, so
Yeah, Elva, most likely.
And then you don't do this.
hey, what is everybody doing?
So, I mean, I understand I'm not supposed to do that, but what am I supposed to do, though?
Aquarelle's just has his head cocked to the side as he's like, to be frank, I'm not sure what we're doing either here.
And then
Burden. Go ahead.
And then I was just gonna say when Aquarelle says that, and Elba walks up to you guys and just asks, "What are you guys trying to do?"
Burden writes out, teach him how to spar safely and how to use a weapon without hurting or causing actual physical damage. What is that called? Non-lethal?
Elba blinks and looks at Aquarelle and Burden and just looks at them with a blank expression. Do the two of you as fully evolved Pokemon not know how to do that?
Look,
Burden does
growing
the
up, everyone
social
says I
motion.
was a rather brutal person to spar with.
Yeah, Verdant does the so-so motion.
Aquarelle just shrugs with a really not really caring expression, as if he doesn't see anything wrong with this.
Elba just gives a bit of a sigh.
Okay.
Hey, Lap. If you want to get back on my group graces, can you help me out with this?
Oh, where do I begin?
You're not going to. I will tell you this. You're not going to give Squirrel misinformation right now.
Okay, what other specialty of mine do you want then?
Well, you are this physical specialist of our team. You know how to fight without pulling your punches.
Alright.
And I can explain the technical sides.
Alright, Squirrel. I have just the idea to teach you how to pull your punches.
Uh-oh?
Yeah. Do you have another friend?
He blinks and kind of looks around at everybody present.
Alright. Do you have a different friend?
Aside from all of you?
Yes.
Not here right now?
That's fine. Who and what are they?
Chomper and, I think he's a cross of two things or something?
Okay, so he's like you. Is he big?
Squirrel shakes his head.
Okay. So, next time you swing at someone, just pretend that you are about to hit Chomper, and you'll probably figure it out.
Okay.
See, the trick is that you really don't want to actually hit him. I mean, unless maybe Aquarelle just gives you a cute face or something. I'd pay money for that. Do it.
That is a good way to put it, though. You want to you want to swing, but visualizing something that you don't actually want to swing. As in, hit with intent, but don't actually connect.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
If you take away my ability to lie, I've only got my natural, overwhelming charisma, and that's just half of me.
Elba just gives a lap a pat on the head. Good job. Elba, you there? He got pulled away. Damn it.
You are Elva.
Oh, I meant to say Enja.
Oh, okay. Oh. Say, alright, let's see. If I just pretended you ate, I don't know, all my snacks, I could zoom over there and punch you in the schnoz. But if I, imagine Vex, I'd still punch you in the schnoz, but I would not break the schnoz. Because I'm holding back.
Okay, I think I get it. But do I still do the...
Well, it's a lot about timing and control. You see, you still connect, and then you stop just as you make contact. It's like you pull the other way.
Or maybe hit with the side?
Also that. That is also an option. Increase the surface area. Spread the blowout. Give them a big red welt on the side of their head. And then say that they accidentally fell in a phone book or something. I don't know.
Actually, now that I think about it, some of the exercises that you do kind of have the same principle if you want to do them correctly. You're supposed to control your muscles to actually get the best benefit out of them. If you're just doing haphazardly, you're just not getting as much out of it as you could. At least that's what I read somewhere. This is actually something that my coach IRL has been telling me when it comes to exercises.
Huh. Maybe. Probably. It's all about, if I was about to throw... Yeah, I guess so. That's probably a better way than just not doing it. What if I was about to punch someone in the face, And then instead of a punch, I just opened my palm and let my whole ass hand just wacko against their face. But it wouldn't break anything. It would just all be kinetic force.
Slaps can hurt, but they won't hurt as much as a punch. So are you getting this, Squirrel?
Yeah, I think I'm getting it.
Elba gives a smile. Do you wanna test it out?
Verdant's going to do the hit me thing by slapping himself in the chest.
Yeah, I can try. He still definitely looks hesitant, but he's gonna give it a go. Time to swing at Verdant.
Lap is going to interfere just a little bit with a speculation that is not completely a lie. Oh yeah, and Chia might be evil or something. I don't know. Just haven't confirmed it.
What? As he's mid-swing, apparently.
What did he just say?
Oh, and Chia might be evil or something. I don't know. I haven't confirmed it.
Blinks. Lap.
Does a 4 hit ya there, Verdant?
Yes, especially with this apparent sudden confusion. I'm sure I'm distracted. But I only have an evasion of like 1.
Well, I don't think Squirrel's going non-lethal, especially not with that roll.
Elva is going to cast Protect on Burden.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Literally.
No, I'm still going to do it.
Well, that would be 8.
Yeah, he doesn't even supersede my armor.
No, but I still want to do it just because Lab did that interruption. So
Sure.
Elva has to react.
Still, what the heck? What the heck, Lab?
Yeah.
Lab, you were doing so well thus far. Why?
It's not a lie. I just not confirmed it.
Where the heck do you even come up with this theory? That is just misinformation, and you know it.
Well, I don't know.
Guesses.
People shouldn't really ever just forgive the people that gave them a sword wound and kidnapped their kid. So I don't know. Maybe I trust her a little less.
Elba rubs the top of his head. You know, Lap, you have more tact than that. You shouldn't be blurting that out. You shouldn't be blurting that out of nowhere.
Maybe I'm a little bit of a contrarian.
I suppose I am a bit curious, but I didn't think it was my place to ask right at that moment.
I mean, I can't be the only one who's a little suspicious, right?
Verdant writes out, some people forgive for their own sake instead of for the sake of the others. Grudges are bad for your health, I read.
What is going on?
Lap just lied to you. Because he's suspicious of Shia because she was talking with Noah, and apparently she was saying that she doesn't hold a grudge against the people that kidnapped Noah.
The same ones that stabbed her. That, yeah, the thing that she is not mentioning because she said it. She said it wasn't very important, but she also got stabbed.
I think I missed a lot of stuff while I was out here.
Probably nothing important. Just talking about the people that came, and apparently it was not a peaceful encounter.
I mean, Squirrel was there for that top, but not for the not for the later one.
Yeah.
Like, I guess did you also miss the talk about Bex being Burden's biological father?
No, he was warned about that.
I mean, Burden being Beck's biological father. Sorry.
I have a son. Oh my god, he's so big.
Please, it was just a mistake. Come on. Also, their name starts with BE. That was a complete coincidence, by the way.
He's not from the future.
Pap.
I don't have to correct everything. Not today.
I did not actually say that in character, please.
Maybe.
So, I got some fan art in. Come here, Rex.
I am
Oh my
one out
lord.
the action machine currently. What?
You don't want to see the fan art?
Sure. I was in the middle of watching a 90s video about past tech and generation of VR and all this stuff and about to lay down and rest and
Oh my god.
Righteous.
How could you, Squirrel?
I love you, Rex.
love you too unconditionally, sir.
Wow, he had to add on unconditionally for that one.
It's a beautiful art.
It is.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, where were we? I got sidetracked. Sorry. Again, embodiment of ADHD here.
Yeah, no worries. The last thing I said was if Squirrel also missed the talk about Burden being Bex's biological father.
Okay, no, he did not miss that.
Okay. And yeah, and the last thing we were talking about was she about not holding a grudge against the people that hurting kidnapped Noah. You know, what Bertrand said might be correct. It might be something that she just did for her own sake. I mean, holding a grudge is not healthy. And to be fair, it's not like she'd be friendly. It's not like I think she'd be exactly friendly with them if they were to show up again. You can forgive, but you do not have to forget what somebody did to you.
Further writes out, should we try this whole not hurting me thing again? This time without somebody shouting something that's completely distracting.
Okay. This time, I'll be totally quiet.
Oh,
And he
Lap.
looks over to Elva. And
Lap, go inside.
ah, he vanishes.
all right. Squirrel's swinging again. Well, 3, but you said your evasion is lower
it's one,
than that.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I
he's
think there's no
gonna
evasion.
he's
We
gonna
might
try
need to come
going.
up with rules for this.
Huh?
We might need to come up with rules for doing subdual damage at some point in time.
Oh, we do have it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, literally, you could just specify
Ah,
Oh.
any type of attack or anything. You can just decide it's subdual. It is still considered damage. So the way it works is that it's still considered damage, but it will not. It cannot cause them to be killed or anything. But otherwise, it is the same type of damage. It's just if it's the final blow, they're not going to bleed out. I figured I'd go simple with it, you know?
makes sense.
Yep. The dice are being especially kind to Squirrel today. I wonder if it's trying to make up for the dungeon.
Well, this time he is swinging, but turning it to the side to hit with the flat of both of the, the blade and the mattock instead of, the slash or the pierce.
Thunk. Armor go thunk.
Thunk.
Brendan will give the thumbs up.
Elba gives a thumbs up as well.
Aquarelle's just tilting his head to the side, brain thinking, progress?
So like that? That is what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, that was a good start. Okay, Lap, you can come back.
He is inside and does not hear you.
Elba's
Then
gonna
go inside. I didn't see Laps's core.
But you said you got cut off a bit.
So we go inside and we just see Laps's.
So, I guess we're going back inside?
Yes.
Might as well. We got to figure out where we're going from here, after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we all split off and do more shenanigans that have nothing to do with anything, because that's probably what's going to happen with us.
Okay. As soon as Elba goes back inside, inside of the house, it's gonna call up for Lap. All right, Lap, you can come back.
Okay. So did it go well?
It actually did. What were you gonna tell me? What were you gonna tell me before I send you inside?
I don't remember.
Okay. Elba's gonna pick up Lab and just put it and just hold him in front of him again, and just give him a bit of a hug again. And you actually did a good job there with the explanation and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, Elba's picking up Lap like a plushie again, like he was doing earlier, and just giving him another hug. But this one is not as threatening as the other one. He's just telling him that he actually did a good job with the explanation. How does Beck react? How does Lap react to that?
He does not seem to know what to do.
Elba smiles at this silence of it and just puts Lap back on top of his head. Honestly, it felt good actually having that talk with you. Not going to lie. I'm glad that you actually listened.
Meh.
Elba just smiles and nods. Well, guys, what are we going to do now? We're kind of been we're kind of been faffing about at the village for quite a while. We were planning to go to the dungeon, but those plans unfortunately fell apart.
Verdon writes out, I'm not sure whether or not it's safe to stay here now for Noah's sake.
That's true.
Aquarelle will nod.
Lap just says, like, we could try grilling the obviously suspicious lady, or maybe Verdon could seduce it out of her.
Could somebody check the stream and make sure that MJ is actually coming through
I can hear him.
on the stream?
Oh,
And just say something. I can hear him on the stream.
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, I can hear him on the street too.
Yeah, Yosemite Mike, I think this is, I don't know what to tell you, but, he is coming through.
Fascinating.
There is also a buzz sound, but, he is coming through.
You might want to refresh your stream.
Oh, it makes no sense that it would be only Enja that's not being heard
Yeah.
by
That's
any
weird.
explanation.
Vernon says he's hearing them.
Yeah, I think we're fine. Weird. Sorry, Enja. Apparently, you can't be heard.
I guess to that one person, they are not subject to the mass hallucination.
Unfortunately, the dragon magic only works on certain individuals. Every once in a while, we get a stray that doesn't work on.
Straight discovered.
going back into character though. I think she will. I don't think she will particularly be opposed to for us to just ask her about that.
Verdun will write
Yeah,
out,
but
why
what
is
if-
it suspicious, though? I don't understand.
Yeah, but what if she is evil though?
If she was evil, she's doing a very crappy job at it, considering she has given us logging and has not gone into a furious rage after the little incident with her forge.
Okay, but what if it's a long con? Oh,
Are you? Why are you? Why are you set on being suspicious of her?
because I'm a contrarian, Elva.
Elba
Today
just
I have decided on this.
rolls his eyes somehow.
I'm just imagining the little black dots literally going in circles.
Yes.
Just raise up to a circle, return to original point.
Yeah. If you're really curious about this, I'll just go ahead and ask her.
Wait.
What?
I want Snoop.
You want to ask her?
No, I don't want to ask her. I want to sneak around her house and find evidence.
Verdun's just going to write out no preemptively to that.
Elvis just giving Lap a face that he knows he can't see at the moment, but he knows he can feel it. I'm just gonna go ahead and ask her. It will be fine.
Arg, no fun. Let me find her diary. Let me find.
No. What the heck, Lap?
They have ash browns.
That boy's gonna sprout.
Oh man, Pyroclast has been sleeping this entire time.
Yes. He's in food coma land.
Oh my, just like Bex. Is this something? Is this something that just happens to the Charmander line?
Verdun nods.
Ah, interesting. I gotta put that on my notes.
Verdun doesn't actually know. He just believes it because this is the way he is, and this is obviously how they are. Therefore, this is normal.
Hash browns with ketchup and salt.
What is it? What is Edge has to say about Pyroclast just dreaming about dreaming about hash browns?
Oh, poor Edge.
Enja?
Did you?
Sorry.
The last time I said is what does Edge have to say about Pyroclast dreaming about eating hash browns?
You fucking get out of my room.
All right, he's drunk.
Remember? He was plastered on vodka.
Excellent. Okay, okay. I will just leave you two to that. Elba's gonna go find Shia.
She is still inside.
Don't forget the salt and ketchup.
Dude, put some pepper on that bitch. Wait. Where am I? You fucking potato monster.
Mhm. I'm just gonna roll something for fun, real quick.
Go ahead.
Nope, he doesn't phase through the side.
Look, you can run, but you can't hide from your familiar.
I mean, I guess that's technically what Edge is.
We got a whole lot of nothing done tonight, and it's funny.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, we also started late,
Yeah.
but I think it was at least some character interaction, and I liked it.
Yeah.
He
I
also
may or may not be
pretty sure.
prepared.
Same here. Also, I'm pretty sure Lap is trying to do something plot related, but everyone else is just like, hey, no.
You know why do you think I'm heading over there with Elba?
We can do things the non-confrontational way and just ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Elba's gonna beckon to Chia. Hey Chia, are you busy?
Oh, no, not terribly. Why do you ask?
I just wanted to ask you a question because Lap was really concerned about something you said earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that conversation you were having with Noah after while I was talking with Lap myself. Noah asked you about forgiveness. Do you remember that?
Oh. Right. That business.
Elba nods. And yeah, Lap is just curious about what you said about about forgiving them or not holding a grudge on them.
Alright. I have some letters that might help explain some things.
Oh? Are you okay with sharing these letters? I don't particularly want to go sneak on your privacy.
Well, I suppose I never really shared them, but I don't especially have a reason to hide them.
Well, if that's okay, then it would be pretty helpful to basically calm Lap's nerves down, because he's apparently getting a bit afraid.
Oh. Well, the thing was, I didn't forgive them. Not very easily, and not very quickly either. But there probably wasn't much I could do on my own. So I sent a letter while I was recovering. And to my surprise, they responded. So we kept exchanging letters for quite the while, just talking, and my tone may have been a bit harsh, but I believe that was understandable given my position.
Oh, completely. And actually, yeah, that does make sense. The whole reason we actually got to your location in the first place was because one of your letters basically got to Aquarelle, and we basically followed the instructions to the Anaber Forest to here. Well, not exactly, but basically how it went down.
Well, we talked. And eventually, when I calmed down, they would pass my letters to Noah. And he would give me a reply. But every time he got one, he'd forgotten about it. So, a lot of them end up being the same, actually. I have a whole collection of letters from Noah. But, it did let me know that one way or another he's okay. But I did learn that someone told Victoria about this place, how to get in, and what to look for, and that it was important that she do so.
Was this person described at all, or was just described as somebody?
Oh no, she didn't answer that question right away, but after enough asking, she did tell me who it was.
Who was it then?
Supposedly, the Guildmaster.
Elba blinks. Former Guildmaster Calty?
Oh, he's former now?
Yes, he was. I heard. I heard news a few weeks. I heard news before we made this journey to the Anniver Forest that he was stepping down.
Oh. Huh. How about that? But yes, if her word is to be believed, he told her to collect Noah and use him for the restoration of the kingdom, supposedly.
Elva is folding his arms and flippers for a moment and closing his eyes. I see. You know, I was honestly wondering what exactly did Noah do in the kingdom to be a royal asset to Queen Victoria, and considering the kind of stuff he's able to do, and I believe that we haven't even seen all that he's capable of. I guess that makes a lot of sense.
I suppose so. I'm not actually sure what he was doing, considering that, well, he didn't end up talking a lot about it, other than changing some people's minds now and then.
Elba tilts his head, changing people's minds. Elba has
yeah.
actually, yeah, Elba has actually not witnessed Noah's ability to basically hypnotize people by doing that. So he doesn't know.
Well, supposedly he can jump on someone's head and change their mind somehow. He doesn't go into a lot of details, but they just become very agreeable for some reason.
Elba blinks. Oh. Huh. I get the feeling I know which individual would use that kind of ability for Noah. After all, it wasn't just Victoria that was apparently using Noah. It was another person called, what was the name of the of that of the
Holly.
Colossal? Oh yeah,
I
there was
saw her have Noah use it.
ah. So it is true. I had a feeling it was probably Miss Holly that would use those abilities of Noah. Does make sense. And because of Noah's, well, I suppose it's not just his faulty memory. I think by what has been happening, by what had happened to him, he was probably just. He was actually more likely also just purposely forgetting stuff. I mean, he basically saw you being hurt pretty badly, and was giving a choice of come with me or you will be hurt even more, and he had to walk away. It will make sense if he was just purposely forgetting at that point. It's probably why a lot of your letters are so samey. Huh.
Can I get a sausage platter as well?
Oh my god, he asked for something.
How can you keep reading?
But just shakes his head. He shakes his head out, slipping Pyroclast is coming. But well, I guess that makes sense why Victoria ended up coming to keep that Noah. But now I'm just mighty curious. Why did Colty personally come to Victoria to ask for him ask for Noah to be kidnapped? I mean, why did the Guildmaster gain from asking Noah to be kidnapped and used to restore the kingdom? Was it to let the guild have a branch in this kingdom once it was in a better position? That's the first thing that comes to my mind, at least. Even if that was the case, I ended up going through so much crap through it. It was definitely not worth it. Even if the kingdom got restored through it all.
Oh.
I mean, we have told you about how they have been treating Noah, haven't we?
Yes, it's just I don't understand why myself either. Neither did Victoria particularly.
Wait, out of character. At this point in time, we have the information that Colty is Kasa and Noah combined, right?
I don't think we know on our side.
No, not on this one.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to make sure of that. Can't really think of anything else other than perhaps Kalti just knowing that Noah had the powers to benefit this kingdom, and he did it as a leverage to have a guild presence in the kingdom once it was restored. That's what would make the most sense to me. I mean, I don't know the guildmaster personally, so I wouldn't really be able to tell his intentions.
Ferdinand's gonna write out, let's not speculate. Bite Colty later.
They have hash browns and sausage.
I mean, if I ever actually get to see a former guildmaster Colty, I'd want to give him a piece of my mind. Even if what he did had good intentions, they ended up basically torturing Noah out of it, and I don't buy with that.
Verdant rewrites, bite Colty later, and we'll underline bite 3 times.
Hell but nuts.
Aquarelle is very eerily silent.
Verdant writes out, so they probably know where we are. This isn't a safe hide or a place to hide, and I don't know where to go from here.
Honestly, neither do I. I mean, the only other thing I can think of is keep going to our objectives of seeing Cernias, but I'm not sure. But do we want to do that?
Namu City hash browns.
Verdant shakes his head no, because in an alternate timeline, we probably shouldn't.
I mean, we could do things differently in this one if we really wanted to.
I don't see why not.
Namu City hash browns.
You did wanted to fight some angels, didn't you, Burden?
Yes, Verdant does, but are you going to let him?
I was just about to say, like, that was one of the goals for the what if, so...
Angel fight.
I'll fight an angel. I'll probably lose, but I'll fight one. Sometimes you just need to let your characters get put in their place, just because it's funny for you as the player.
Yeah.
So honestly, going to the Cernias route just to fight the angels wouldn't be a bad idea, if I be honest.
Then we could experiment with other things.
Yeah.
We go there, we fight the angels, we get our tails handed to us, we run away. Cernius is trapped there.
I don't attempt to eat Xerneas, even though I really want to, because that.
I mean, if we somehow end up reaching Cernias again, I would probably end up asking more questions than the last time we did. Because there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff that we could have asked him that we just ended up not doing because the situation didn't call for it at that time.
Yeah.
Not to mention it was pretty late, and my brain was going mushy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I guess we're gonna go off and fight angels. Got it.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
By the way, is Sakura's swords done? He had to ask. That's that. Or does it still need some time?
Enja?
Enja?
Pardon. Your question?
Aquarelle is going to ask if his swords or its word finished, or do they still need more time?
They. Who are you asking?
Shia.
No, I don't think so. But if you'd like. I would be happy to support you.
Was that a no to them being done, or no to more time?
Sorry, I think I got confused. It is 2 a.m.
Maybe we should pause.
Probably.
Yeah, it is around this. It is around this time that we usually end, and you're being kind of distracted with your computer issues.
Yeah.
This is my third attempt at a system restore because of fucking OneDrive.
Jesus.
OneDrive.
I am also very tired and want to go to bed.
Yes.
Kind of same here.
Yeah, we can just leave it off as Aquarelle asking about his swords. It was the last thing we asked, and that's the cliffhanger.
Ah, yes.
Close this out, Zim. Save us from ourselves.
Alright, I'm getting to it.
We have more hash browns.
I'm gonna make you a potato.
Will Aquarelle get his swords? Will Pyro finally get those hash browns he wants? Find out next time on Lost in Chaos Scar. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, subscribing to us on stream loots, subscribing over on YouTube, or by sending a treat through TreatStream. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Hash browns.